it, everybody? It's your boy RDR, and welcome back to RDR Food Reviews. Today we're doing, as you can tell, a Sonic Mukbang. That's right, a Sonic Mukbang. Okay, so let's go ahead and get right into this. It will be a story time. It's gonna be some real stuff in this. But what I got for you guys here today is some delectables. You feel me? I got some chili and cheese tots over here. I got the bacon melt signature slider, which I did a review on the classic one. Never did the one on the the bacon melt, so I'm very intrigued to try that. I got a chili cheese coney, as you can see right there, poking out. Peekaboo, gotcha. Then I got some mozzarella sticks. Shout out to my girl Tiffany. She told me that, hey, I can't do a Sonic Mukbang without it. Then I got some Asian sweet chili, boneless wings. And over here on the corner, I got some cheddar peppers. So let me see if I can get a quick thumbnail real quick. Peekaboo. Go poke out, pause. Is the police looking for me? Oh shit. Oh, I gotta help get this done. We'll figure this out later, man. All right, first, let me get in a quick moment of prayer. Father, thank you for this food that I'm about to receive. Help this food nourish my body, make me stronger as a person, stronger as a man. And bless as a girl hungry as I pray that you please find me something to eat. In your holy, gracious, mighty name I pray. Amen. I love you, Father. So, okay, so I'm so excited to do this Sonic Mukbang because Sonic is like, it's like a hometown hero fast food chain, especially if you lived in a small town or whatnot. And I always wanted to go ahead and put this notch on my belt for Sonic. So shout out to Sonic. Okay, so today, like I said, I'm going to be doing a story time on something that I know it plays all over. And I want to talk about listening to your kids. You know what I'm saying? They're your flesh and blood. And you have to always listen to your children. Now, me, I don't have any kids, but I just wanted to talk. I wanted to shed light on like abuse. You know what I'm saying? Like just on some real stuff. You know what some crazy shit is? I'm over here and I told them I wanted some ranch and all these other kind of condiments, man, and they ain't give me nothing. What the fuck, man? Disregard, technical error. I just use this right here. Okay, so anyway, I wanted to display and talk about the time that I got abused, man. So this is some real stuff. It's therapeutic, man, when you can talk about this. And I'm not talking about getting your ass whooped and stuff by your parents, because that's to me, that's just discipline. I'm talking about when somebody else get a hold to your kids and they abuse them, even without consent or anything like that. So, I'm a mama's boy, right? I love my mama to death. Only thing I hold dearly in this world, which I got, besides my wife. So my mother, she had a lot of friends, right? Whole bunch of friends. Homegirl particular, I'm not gonna say her name or whatnot, but back in the day, this was like after my father passed away. Probably the year. Because my father passed away when I was 8. But this was like the year after or so. I was young. I used to always go wherever my mama went, you know? Oh man, this is so good. Went wherever she went. And she had a friend just down the street, used to always go over her house, and she would go play cards and stuff. And she had a boyfriend. And my mama friend was pretty as could be, man. Sunshine, man. And she was so nice to me, so sweet. And every time we go over her house, you know, me being the crazy kid that I was, I used to always like joke and prank and stuff at her house with, you know what I mean? And especially like make fun of her ugly boyfriend, right? Used to always make fun of his ugly ass. So anyway, there's one particular day. We went over my mother's house. Went over my mother's friend's house. I ain't gonna say his name either, because he's out of there. He's dead. He's done. Anyway, one day we went over the house. Just went over. And he told my mother, he's like, hey, tell Rob. He's like, hey, is it all right if Rob goes to the store with me or whatever? You want to go to the store with me? She's like, yeah, fine. So me, I ain't think nothing of it. So we went. Instead of the way of going to the store, we went on this back way, like, to the store, and it was like a bridge. Remember that shit like it was yesterday. Of course it should, because, you know. So what he did was he would stop at the bridge, and then he would tell me to go look and see if the tail light was he would tell me to look to see if the tail light was out, the red tail light. So of course I ain't think none of it, you know, me being 8 and everything. So I went and I looked at it, and I come back inside and shut the door. Motherfucker hit me in my head, man. That shit was crazy. Motherfucker punched me in my head, like, with the knuckle, just like, And I was crying like a motherfucker. Like, I was so shocked. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. That shit threw me off, bro. Motherfucker was like, don't embarrass me like that again, like you did the other day. Such and such, you know, talking that crazy ass shit. Man, I was fucking hurt. I was shocked. I didn't know what the fuck just happened. I just remember, I was like, man, this nigga just whooped me, right? This nigga just whooped me, just hit me in my shit. I'm over here just traumatized, right? Oh, you better not tell your mama none of that shit. We get back. I'm shocked, scared, man. I want to go home. Abused, bro. Like, fucked up. That shit make me mad right now to this day, fool, for real. I just remember immediately I wanted to get the fuck from over there. I told my mom I wanted to go home. Life was just, everything just sucked out. So I remember when we went home, because, dude, like, I was just on that couch. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't doing shit. I just remember when we went home, I told my mama, fuck that nigga. Of course, I told my mama, I said, Mom, I just said his name was like Dodger or some shit like that. So, man, Dodger, he punched me in my head, like he hurt me, you know what I'm saying? Like he punched me in my head when we went to the store. And not to discredit or whatever, not my mother or anything like that. She's like, well, what did you do? You shouldn't be acting, you shouldn't have been acting or whatever, what'd you do? Da da da. I said I didn't do nothing. He just punched me in my head. That shit fucked me up, man, because I was crying out. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said again, not trying to discredit my mother or anything like that. It just was just like, damn, man, I just told you that this nigga done hit me in my head and everything. Like, I need you to get on that, whoop that nigga ass or something. You know what I'm saying? I just remember telling my brother that night, man, and he was like, yep, he did. I was like, yeah. So I remember that next day, like I said, I follow my mother wherever she go. We went over there. My brother went over there this time with me, right? I'm not saying this thing good. Refreshing. My brother went over with us the next day, right? And for something strange, again, this nigga was like, I'm finna go to the store to go get some, some drinks and stuff. Can the boys go with me? And my mom was like, yeah, all right, yeah, sure. I'm like on some, all right, this time, I was like, that nigga ain't gonna do shit. Cause my brother here, you know what I'm saying? So we rode with this nigga again. I did not want to go, but of course, was made to go because they want you to stay out of grown folks' business. Shit like that. You know how that shit go. We go the same way on that road, right? Stopped at that bridge. This nigga tells my brother to get out and go look and see if the brake light is out. He said he's gonna touch the brakes and see if the motherfucker was out. And I remember telling my brother that story. I told him exactly how that shit happened. So my brother gets out and he goes to go look and see if touch the brake lights and shit. As soon as my brother gets out and he gets to the back, this nigga hit me again in my head. My brother seen that shit. And he came in and he opened the front door and he had pulled me out that shit. And then he was just like, run. We ran out that motherfucker, man. Cause we wasn't that far from outside the neighborhood. We was just on the other side of the railroad tracks. So we ran. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like, dang, you know what I'm saying? That nigga saw that nigga hit me in the head for nothing. So we ran and we went to the first house of our neighbor, of the people that we knew in the neighborhood, because we knew everybody in that neighborhood. Went over there and we told, I ain't gonna say their name either. I just remember we went over and we told this old lady that we knew. We was like, hey, this man, he told him, hey, this man was hitting my brother in the head and you call the police or whatever, this and that. She didn't take none of that shit lightly. She did exactly what we said. And they drove me over to where my mama was at. She said, your kid said this guy hit your son in the head and this and that. And the police was there. Showing it that I had got a knot on my head and shit. Because when I say dude hit me in the head, man, he used his knuckle and like was punching me on the top of the head, man. So, anyway, my mother was hot. She was pissed off. She was pissed off because she, that my brother was telling her this happened, and then old lady did, and it's like vivid memory because I forgot what happened to old dude. I just remember that we had left and she was hot and she was pissed off and she told my stepfather, and that nigga was mad on some I'm finna go beat this nigga ass type shit. And I remember that she told me that she, she was sorry and that she asked me, did he like touch me, like, touch me sexual and shit like that? And of course, no, that nigga didn't do none of that shit. And again, man, like, she felt bad. Because I had told her, man, that this nigga was doing, he did that shit to me before. And I thank God that my brother was there to witness that shit, because no telling If that nigga would have killed the nigga or some shit, he was throwed, you know what I'm saying? All because that nigga was an ugly ass nigga with a pretty girl. And a damn 8-year-old roasting this nigga in front of company. It feels good to talk about this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like therapeutic, you know what I mean? Because like I said, that nigga dead in the bitch now. He's probably frying on one of the longest goddamn kiboshes in the world. Then this nigga, in the future, this nigga try to become a fucking preacher. Funny how that shit go, how every motherfucker that's an abuser or a sexual abuser they want to find God and they want to become a preacher and shit. I guess the point I'm trying to make is, man, you need to listen to your kids, man. I don't give a fuck if it's your best friend that you've been knowing since fucking yay high. Man, not everybody you can trust around your kids, because not everybody fucking like right in the head. You know what I'm saying? They not. I don't give a fuck how long you've been knowing them. Your kids is your flesh and blood, your bloodline. And regardless, you gotta believe and take any type of complaint that they got. You gotta take that shit seriously, investigate that shit to the T. You cannot ignore that shit. You can't. Cause that shit right there had fucked me up for so long, because that nigga took, like, I didn't know what was going on. The motherfucker took happiness out of me for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did I do wrong? I'm just being myself. And a motherfucker that I did not even know abused me. You know what I'm saying? Nigga wasn't even, the thing that pissed me off so much is like, my daddy had died and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, because my daddy would have killed that motherfucker for real. On God, that nigga would have killed that nigga if I told him that shit. I was like, damn, man. And who the fuck do you go to? Thank God, like I said, that my brother was there to witness this shit that went down. Because it could have been a lot worse, like I said. That's why I feel so bad. And like, I always, like, anytime, like, if ever, like, my nieces or nephews or anybody ever be like, man, such and such touched me and this and that, best believe I'm gonna address that shit and I'm gonna investigate that shit. Cause all child's cries gotta be heard. You know what I'm saying? Real spit. Cannot play with shit like that. And again, like I said, not discredit my mother and stuff. She did not know, even though I told her and stuff, she couldn't believe it. It's like you can't believe. And back in them days like that, the awareness of like abuse and child abuse and stuff like that was like, it wasn't more heightened than it is right now. But again, I forgive old dude for everything he done to me, regardless, you know what I'm saying? You know, that traumatic experience that nigga had put me through, I forgive and forget, you know what I'm saying? But the scars or whatever, like the emotional scars, even talking about that shit today, is like, it sparks every once in a while, but it made me more conscious and more aware today, so that if a kid in the future comes to me and tells me about some shit like that, I can't let that shit go unnoticed, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I know y'all was looking for a cool, funny story time today, but I just wanted to talk about the awareness of child abuse and shit like that, and that you just cannot ignore that stuff, because it's always, every single day, a kid is either being abused or being like raped and all kinds of stuff like that all over the world. And it's just sad that we live in a sick world like that. But if someone comes and cries to you about something like that, man, stand up and handle that situation. Be there, be somebody's hero. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, everybody, for watching my Sonic Mukbang story time. If you like this video, hit it with a thumbs up. If you don't like this video, hit it with a thumbs down. Don't worry, I'm not going to be mad at you. I'm going to love you like I always have. It's your boy RDR, and like I always say, man, food is a gift, so please give thanks. It's your boy RDR, and I'm signing out. God bless y'all. Take care already. I love you guys. See you soon.